Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're revisiting a hot topic that's been making the rounds in Washington and could have a big impact on many of our wallets, the child tax credit. Now, before we get into the details, did you know that amidst the congressional hustle and bustle, about $78 billion in tax breaks are up for grabs? This includes an expanded child tax credit for low-income families and some significant deductions for businesses. It's a game changer for many, and today, we're going to unpack all there is to know about it. So, if you're interested in how this could benefit you or just want to stay informed, stick around because we've got some critical insights coming your way. So, President Biden made headlines again at the State of the Union address, this time for pushing to restore the expanded child tax credit that was a lifeline for many during 2021. Remember how that extra cash helped cover everything from groceries to childcare? Though, while Biden's all in for bringing back the enhanced benefits, there is currently another version being cooked up in Congress that's a bit more narrow but still promising. The House already passed a whopping $78 billion bipartisan bill back in January aimed at not only expanding the credit for low-income families but also cutting business taxes. And the administration's on board with it. But, as always, there's a bit of a holdup. The bill's currently stuck in the Senate, where there's a bit of a tug-of-war going on. Republicans are calling for some changes, and well, that's where things stand. Again, this bill is not just any piece of legislation, it represents a significant shift in tax policy aimed at supporting families and businesses alike. The House was all in, passing the bill on a 357-70 vote. The enthusiasm was palpable, with backers eager to see it become law as soon as possible. However, Senate Republicans have expressed concerns, particularly with the expansion of the child tax credit, causing a bit of a legislative logjam. Now, you might wonder, what's the big deal with the child tax credit? Well, it's a provision that could directly benefit low-income families by increasing the credit for those with multiple children. The debate centers around a feature allowing families to qualify for the credit based on the previous year's income, even if they didn't earn income in the current year. This has sparked some controversy, with critics arguing it could disincentivize work. And now, despite these challenges, there's a strong push to find a path forward. The bill includes not only the child tax credit expansion but also retroactive deductions for companies on research costs, capital expenses, and interest. Plus, it aims to curb fraud by stopping new claims for the pandemic-era employee retention tax credit. Essentially, this bill could provide much-needed relief and support to both families and businesses across the country. But here's where it gets tricky. The Senate is a bit of a bottleneck right now, with several high-priority issues on its plate, including government funding and aid to various countries. This means the tax bill is in a queue, waiting for its turn to be debated and voted on. And now the clock is ticking, especially with the mid-April tax filing deadline looming. The contention in the Senate boils down to the details of the child tax credit expansion. Some senators argue that the provision, allowing families to qualify based on the previous year's income, goes too far. This disagreement is a significant hurdle, as the bill will likely need 60 votes to advance, requiring a broad bipartisan effort. However, not all hope is lost. There are discussions and negotiations happening behind the scenes, with some senators working to compile a list of changes that could bring more Republicans on board. The goal is clear: find a compromise that maintains the bill's core benefits while addressing the concerns raised. Now, you might be thinking, why does this matter to me? Well, if you're a parent, a small business owner, or someone who just cares about the economy, this bill has implications for you. The expanded child tax credit could provide additional financial support for families, helping to cover the costs of raising children. For businesses, the retroactive deductions could ease financial strains and encourage investment and growth. As we wait to see how this all plays out, it's crucial to stay informed and understand the potential impacts of this legislation. Whether you're directly affected by the child tax credit or interested in the broader economic implications, this is a topic that deserves our attention. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this and other important topics affecting your financial well-being. See you next time.